From Fox 14, the right news at the right time. This is Fox 14, your morning news.
Right now, President Donald Trump visits Louisiana. What promise did he make to one town? That answer next.
And a major update following last month's fire that destroyed Boley Elementary. Details ahead.
Plus, help is on the way for clearing storm debris in one northeast Louisiana city. Find out where soon.
Good morning. It is now 7 a.m. Thank you for waking up with us. I'm Randy Ayala.
And I'm Chris Diversion. It's 7 a.m. Hard to believe, huh?
Hard to
2 hours
believe.
down.
It's flying this morning.
Flying by fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well,
You didn't have fun with Reed and I?
I mean, you're okay people. I mean,
Okay, people.
You've been talking about coming back, right, all week.
I know I'm not burning for life anymore. I'm not sunburned anymore. Not, what do you call it? Dehydrated, running around chasing, baseballs.
Yeah.
Balls.
Actually,
Was that what you did?
I got hit by a baseball yesterday.
Did you?
Did
Where at?
you?
In the thigh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have a bruise?
I do.
Interesting.
I put it on the gram.
No, you
I
didn't.
didn't put a picture on the gram of my.
Sure.
You want to throw it up on the Instagram?
We
Exactly.
should.
We can.
Let's do that.
We can.
That's
Are
too
you
much.
guys interested in seeing Chris's bruise?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Facebook.com.
If we don't hear anything, then we're putting it up. We got a nice start outside this morning. Temperatures in the 60s. Warming up today in the upper 80s. Going to be toasty outside. There it is. The sun, it's up. Lots of sunshine to look forward to for the rest of the work week. Bringing all your forecast details coming up here in a bit. That is your forecast first.
All right, our top story this morning, President Trump in the Bayou State yesterday, and not for a campaign event.
But that did not stop him from making what sounded like a campaign-style promise to the people of Louisiana.
So the I-10 bridge, and I say this, and I give you this commitment, and I can't play with these three, Steve, John, Bill, everybody sitting here. If we win this election, which is just 16 months away, we're giving you a brand new I-10 bridge.
President Trump promising Hackberry, Louisiana, a new bridge if he receives a second term in the White House. The president made his pledge after visiting the community's natural gas facility. The bridge he wants to replace appears to be the River Bridge. State lawmakers have been working on a way to pay for a replacement for the old structure for some time now. No word on how President Trump plans to keep his commitment if he wins re-election. El Dorado police need your help finding two people wanted for terroristic acts. Harold Burns Jr. and Harold Stevens III face charges including terroristic acts, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm by felon, and more. They are considered armed and dangerous. Call the El Dorado Police or Crime Stoppers if you have information on their whereabouts.
Two former Richwood guards will be sentenced today for their roles in attacking 5 inmates. Former Sergeant DeMario Schaefer of Delhi and former Officer David Parker of Tallulah are accused of conspiring to assault inmates and cover it up. They, Captain Roger Douglas, Lieutenant Christopher Loring, both of Monroe, and Officer Quintel Credit of Winsboro, are accused of pepper spraying inmates in their eyes while they were cuffed, compliant, and kneeling. Lieutenant Loring is also charged with failure to intervene, and Douglas Schaefer and Parker with lying to the FBI about it. A 5th ex-guard pleaded guilty to conspiracy, but charges against him were dropped, and his guilty plea was vacated after he was shot to death.
Well, camp is a summer tradition that many of us may take for granted. Camp Quality USA is a special camp for a group of special people.
But they need your help. Fox 14's Chelsea Jones tells us exactly what they need.
Cancer, a disease that affects 1 out of every 3 people in the United States.
Most of the places we can go isn't like, people ask us like, oh, you had cancer, how was that?
Kyle Watson was diagnosed with cancer when he was only 6 years old. It affected his brain and spine. But it was summer camp at Camp Quality that gave him a chance to be normal.
Everybody's gone through that. They don't have any questions because they know the routine.
And the idea behind the camp is simple.
Well, we can't control the quantity of life, but we can control the quality of life.
Camp Quality is a week-long camp at Kings Camp in Marouge for children ages 5 to 17. Watson, who is in his 4th year of remission, says it's activities like horseback riding that makes the camp fun. But they're in need of
Kids. It's just kind of hard to go out there and say, hey, we're looking for kids with cancer, but we are.
45 kids that have or have had cancer, and their siblings can come too. The cost is free. For Watson, cancer has never really been a bad thing.
You never feel sad. You don't even realize you're sick.
He says the worst part,
To tell the truth, the thing I was most upset about was having to get my hair.
Camp Quality has given Watson a home, one that he's hopeful others will fall in love with too.
Please volunteer. Please come. definitely worth it.
In West Monroe, Chelsea Jones, Fox 14 News.
Camp Quality is also in need of volunteers. To find out how you can get involved and for more information on the camp in general, you can head on over to our website, marklemis.com.
The Ouachita Parish School Board will be rebuilding Boley Elementary on its original site and will be large enough for 300 students. Our partners over the News Star report that the school board agreed to partner with a local church to hold Boley Elementary students until the new school is finished. Students in kindergarten through 5th grades will have classes in a former nursing home behind the West Monroe Walmart. Pre-K students will go to Crossdale Elementary.
All right, as yards begin to dry out, your neighbors across the ArkLaMiss are finally able to clear debris from this season's severe storm.
That's right. In Monroe, Public Works will give you a helping hand. Fox 14's Brian Briggs tells us they're relaxing the current trash ordinance, at least temporarily.
As the weather warms up and dries out, debris piles are popping up all over Monroe as residents clean up from this season's storms. If you have debris, Public Works wants to help you out.
Mr. Janway and I would go through the city, we would see that there were a lot of fallen trees, a lot of yard debris. So we felt that it was time to implement that section of the ordinance that allows us to, go outside the normal pickup.
The temporary ordinance allows you to stack debris on your lawn without being punished. The normal trash ordinance limits residents to 2 cubic yards.
Anything in excess, we will be get a citation, a red door tag, and ask for removal. We take you to environmental court.
But due to the amount of debris from this season's storms, the city is relaxing this ordinance temporarily.
No red door tags for the month of May.
Now, Monroe Public Works has put this policy into effect immediately, and it runs through the end of the month. They'll be coming by during their normal business hours to pick up tree branches, grass clippings, or any biological waste or storm damage. That being said, there are a few rules residents still need to keep in mind.
This increase in the volume that we're going to be picking up is for yard debris only.
That means no furniture or any other household items considered trash. Residents are also required to stack debris in 4-foot sections, and limb length should be no more than 4 feet. In Monroe, Brian Briggs, Fox 14 News.
All right, thanks, Brian. While not required, Public Works would like for tree debris to be tied or taped up. They say leaves and grass need to be bagged up as well.
A man has been airlifted to the hospital after being hit by a vehicle. It happened on Highway 165 at Renwick Street around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. According to police, a man was trying to cross at that intersection when he was hit by a vehicle heading south. The victim, who has not been identified, was airlifted to Ochsner LSU Health in Shreveport. His injuries are not known at this time. The driver of the vehicle was not ticketed. We'll give updates as soon as we get them.
A tow truck driver is facing charges after police say 2 crushed cars fell off his truck. Yesterday, one of them falling on I-20 and almost landing on 5th Street in West Monroe. West Monroe police say the tow truck driver was hauling 3 crushed cars to a salvage yard. For some reason, he swerved his truck, hit the concrete wall, causing 2 of the cars to come loose. A white Chevy landed in the grass below the interstate. The other car wound up eastbound lane. No one was hurt, but the driver has been ticketed for having an unsecured load. They sacrifice so much to keep our country free, and yet there are hundreds of homeless veterans living on the streets of the ArkLaMiss. Our 2nd annual Homeless Veterans Food Drive is now underway.
Yes, last year we collected 10.5 tons of food. Fox 14 is partnering with United Way, the Wellspring, and Max Fresh Markets. Once again this year, you can drop off any non-perishable food items at any Max Fresh Market, the Jackson Street Church of Christ, First United Methodist Church in Monroe, and right here at the NBC 10 Fox 14 studios in West Monroe. Together, we can get our homeless veterans the support they need.
Hey, it's National Streaming Week. We'll chat about what that means a little bit later on.
And one officer in Arkansas is proving age is just a number. Details after the break, but first, here is Reed with a look at your commute cast.
Nice commute for you this morning. Clear, sunny skies outside, comfortable. This afternoon, we're going to start to get a little bit warm. Mid to upper 80s. We are warming up almost summer-like outside until that humidity catches up. But good news, lots of sunshine to look forward to. Rain chance coming back this weekend. I'm going to bring you all the details you need to know coming up in your full forecast after the break here on Fox 14, your morning news.
They sacrifice so much to keep our country free, and yet many local veterans and their families don't have a place to call home or even know